Now from the home of the Rays, Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, Florida. Game 2 of the final series of the year between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Jake Odorizzi, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a solid season up to this point. 15 wins on the year, and that's a pretty good number. He's going to look to add to that total in this one here today.
At the plate, Kevin Pillar. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Toronto, center fielder, Kevin Pillar.
First offering on its way. High in the air out to center field. Kiermaier on the run. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, they have to expect that Josh Donaldson is going to step up soon. Look, he's coming off a month where he hit under 200. That's under the Mendoza line, which is like almost unheard of. I guess some guys do it, but man, this guy's really struggling. He's lucky he's still in the lineup.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Dickerson going back, and it's gone. A solo shot here to left, number 14 on the season. As the Jays get the game's first tally, it's 1-0.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
Batting third, designated hitter.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He swings and grounds it to short. Played on the backhand. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Nah, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
First pitch of the at-bat. A knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty V. I think one of the toughest things, D-Row, is to keep playing with this sense of urgency. It looks like they're playoff bound, but the thing is, you need to keep going and not take your foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, you need to be rewarded for the marathon. And that's exactly what this team has done. They've already clinched a playoff berth, and now they get ready for the sprint. Try and find a way to get healthy, but not lose focus.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Justin Smoke is the second out of the opening frame. Here's Didi Gregorius, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Previous meetings with Jake Odorizzi, he's got 8 hits in 32 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Row. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
The 3-1. Smoke toward the hole. Beautiful diving stop. Got him. Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Marcus Stroman, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's what every manager loves, right? He eats up innings. Over 200 innings on the season already. And we don't see very many guys getting 200 innings in this day and age in the game of baseball. He's reliable, he's dependable, and more importantly, he eats up a lot of innings.
And Dan, D-Row, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, guys, yesterday's loss was a tough one. A one-run loss. Hopefully they were able to just acclimate themselves to the city, get a chance to hit the streets, maybe regroup a little bit, and show up today ready to go.
And he struck him out. Now a moment here in St. Pete for a glance at the Rays starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
You know, I'm excited to watch Justin Upton right now. He's hit 7 home runs in his last 10 games. I mean, he's carrying the entire offense right now. When you see a guy like this on this kind of a hot streak, you've got to stop and see what he does.
And now a pitch on the way. And he couldn't hold back that time. They say he went around at strike 1. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pilar's there, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting third, left fielder, Corey.
Now at the plate, Corey Dickerson. He's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. And as you can see, it's not been the case of late. And that's in there for strike 1. Head-to-head history with Marcus Stroman. He has 9 base hits in 32 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. Fouled away.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 0-2 once more. And that one stayed too low apparently. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a breaking ball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We'll head to the 2nd inning here in St. Pete. It's the Blue Jays 1, the Rays nothing. Here's Marcell Ozuna. He'll get us started in the top of the 2nd. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Sanchez backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
All right, let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays on defense. And let's focus our attention on third baseman Evan Longoria. Multiple Gold Glove winner. This guy has ice water in his veins. He never lets on. You can't tell if this guy's on fire or he's struggling. He's one of the most consistent defenders in our sport.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Dickerson going back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Now at the plate, Hunter Pence. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. First delivery to him on the way. Hit back up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first. Coming to the plate now, Mike Ullman. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and 1 strike. Missed with a breaking ball. Hence, the runner at first with 2 gone. A bouncer up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Ball 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
The 2-1 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first is in time, and the Toronto rally goes for naught as the inning is over. Blue Jays leave a pair. He played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Here's Justin Upton now. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year.
Designated hitter, Justin Upton.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The cutter runs outside. Ball 1. Two balls and no strikes to the Rays left fielder.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
And that's over. 2-1.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Breaking ball in for a strike. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose. Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Stepping up to the plate, Steven Souza. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. First pitch on its way. Breaking ball taken right down the middle.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
1-1 the count. It's 1-2. And he fouls this one off. On a line to shortstop, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. I want to focus on the bringer of rain, Josh Donaldson, playing third base, not only from the offensive side as he evolutionizing the game with his new swing path, he'll also dive into the stands defensively to save a run for his pitcher.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Runners on first with one down. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Longoria, or just Longo as he's often referred, he was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Hit hard back up the middle, and this is going to be a base hit for Longoria. Long throw to third, and they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single. Digging in the switch hitter, Yomer Sanchez, and he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. On to Smoke, it's a double play, and that'll end the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More from the show, Saturday Baseball, following this message and a word from our local stations. Back for the top of the third here at the Trop as we give you a look there at nearby Clearwater Beach. Stepping in for the Jays, Devin Travis. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
So he's aboard again with his second hit of the game here in the top of the third. And as we call upon the Toronto leaderboard, you can see he ranks third on the team in that department. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Teoscar Hernandez. Has a look, now the pitch. Chased after that one, and it's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Travis on at first, nobody out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Souza has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. Now in the box, Justin Smoke looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First offering on its way. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. One and one. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike two anyway.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Runner at first here, one man out. The 1-2. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Souza is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out. Stepping in, Didi Gregorius. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering it that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
Kiermaier giving chase, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays held in check. Stepping into the box, Daniel Robertson. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Daniel Robertson.
That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Travis ranging into shallow right. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Batting ninth, catcher, Alonso.
Striding into the box, Alonso Trevino is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. First pitch on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Trevino stands 6'1" and hits from both sides of the plate. This is his first year at the big league level. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
In now, Kevin Kiermaier. He went down swinging to start the home first. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. It's a swinging bunt up the line. That rolls foul for strike 1. Stroman steps into the windup. 0-1 pitch on its way. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 21 for him on the season. And with it, the Rays have drawn even at 1 apiece.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
Here's John Jason now.
He'll
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hit hard down the line. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. But the Rays are able to knot things up on the solo home run. We're through 3 in St. Pete, all tied at 1-1. Digging in, Marcell Ozuna. As we begin the top of the 4th.
Left fielder, Marcell Ozuna.
Here comes the first pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1. And a swing and a chance for Longoria at third. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Third baseman number 20, Josh Donaldson.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. On to second goes Donaldson. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in a show get absolutely hammered.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence, as he rips it on the ground to second. Throw on to first, and Pence is turned away here for out number 2.
Now batting.
Next to bat for Toronto, Mike Ullman, runner in scoring position with Sir John. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Allman is holding on to a batting average way down in the 210s.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is the norm for this ball player.
Hit on the ground out to short. Robertson takes it in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom half. Digging in for his second at-bat, Corey Dickerson. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Corey Dickerson.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there. Now a curveball's in there. 1-2 now.
A good fastball that backed him off the plate, and then some slow stuff down and away. That's one of the classic ways to mess up a hitter's timing. Up and in.
This is hit high and deep out to left. Back goes Ozuna. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Solo shot here to left, and that is 27 for him on the year, and the Rays take a 2-1 lead.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
Here's Justin Upton now. He'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. The average for him at 267 on the year. 37 homers and 106 runs batted in. Upton, or simply J-Up, he was a first-round pick back in 2005.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
The 1-2. And it's fouled away. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home run. Justin Upton with his solo home run. 38th home run of the season for him. And it's given the Rays a 3-1 lead. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, Hero. The hitter's on point, the pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate, and this offense, both offenses, are taking advantage.
In now, Steven Souza. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. a strike to even the count. 1-1. Two and one now to Steven Souza. Base is empty here with nobody out. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. So the base is empty here with one away, and standing in here is the very dangerous third baseman, Evan Longoria. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. In there, 1-2 now.
You know, I think that curveball in the previous pitch had him thinking about getting another one, because there's no reason he shouldn't have had a big rip at that fastball. That was right in every hitter's happy zone.
The 2-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a line drive. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So coming to the plate, Yolmer Sanchez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 0-1 the count. Still only one out in the inning. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Striding in once again, Daniel Robertson. He flew out in his last at bat. And that's taken for strike 1. Front door curve is taken. Strike 2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
And a swing and a miss here. So it took him 31 pitches, but the side is finally retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the... Digging in once again, Kevin Pillar. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hit streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
He's set. Here it comes. High pop up. Jaso is there for it. 1 away. Striding forward now is the DH, Teoscar Hernandez. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First offering on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
2-0 now. Two-0 pitch on the way. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Souza is under it. He makes the play. Runner tags and hits for third. And in the end, the tag appears to have been a bluff. He's back to second.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Here's Justin Smoke now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. And no swing, apparently. Ball one. A ball and a strike. The 1-1. This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Smoke waiting on the 1-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. And that misses. Ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out. Here's Didi Gregorius, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. First delivery to him on the way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Hit well on the ground to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And some trouble now in right field. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 3-2 contest. So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Looking to minimize the damage here. Tapper up the line. That winds up foul. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing a bat at that pitch.
And this will be a base hit as the runner will come in to score from third, and we are tied at 3 apiece.
You know, D-Row, there are certain hitters that just love to come up in clutch 2-out RBI situations, and this guy certainly is one of those guys.
Yeah, they're able to slow the moment down. It's not for everybody. This guy has ice water in his veins, consistently coming through in big spots. Nice job right there to tie this one up.
Standing in now, Josh Donaldson. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Gregorius over at second. Ozuna on at first with 2 down. Back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. Now a long throw to third. Throw won't get him.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Ready for another shot now, Hunter Pence. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Swinging a ball lifted into straightaway center. On the move is Kiermaier. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Alonso Trevino, and they'll need him to get something going here. Brian Cruz is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Now pitching for
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A high fastball is in there. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Cruz rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. Got him swinging on the fastball there. Alonso Trevino is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the fifth. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. We're in the fifth inning of a 4-3 ball game here. Fouled off. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Kiermaier now.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch to 0-2. Good changeup with some depth.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Here's John Jason now. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pulled toward right center field. Pence has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Rays go in order, 1-2-3. They still trail it here, 4-3. Matt Andriese takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 35, Matt Andriese.
So digging in now, Mike Olin. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Kiermaier's got a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Kevin Pillar. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest, 1-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Now the 1-1 pitch. Runs a bit inside for a ball. Fouled away. Trevino might try to make a play on it. Popped him up. Longoria has room in foul territory, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. Devin Travis will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. First pitch on its way. Swing and a liner. Well, the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Corey Dickerson, he'll lead things off for Tampa here in the 6th.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
And that is through into right field for a single.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Next pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. And Upton can't connect there as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Ready for another chance? Steven Souza was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Dickerson stands at first with one out. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Not looking good after being down 0-2.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Rays strand just the one. Still down a run. Now to the plate, Teoscar Hernandez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. With that, the Jays put their leadoff man on to start the inning.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Hit sharply on the ground. The second for one, on to first, and they get the double play.
Now batting, shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming, here it is. Missed with a breaking ball. Now it's 2-0. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Backhanded. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Now batting.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Boy, Dero, this looked like one of those easy 1-2-3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now this one's hit hard to left field by Donaldson and deep. And that's off the left field wall. And he's in safely at third. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone. First offering on its way. And he fouls this one off. Ozuna, the runner at third. Donaldson on second. Pence at first. 2 out in the inning. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Here's the 0-2. This is hit to third. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. Coming to the plate now, Yolmer Sanchez. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 pitch towards second. And this will be put away easily for the out.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Stepping in, Daniel Robertson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing and a hard-hit grounder. He takes a high fastball for a strike. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Digging in, Alonso Trevino. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First pitch on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 2 out, nobody on. Ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher. And a swing and a miss there on a late-breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Down in order go the Rays. They're still down 5-3. Standing in, Kevin Pillar. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Center fielder, number 11, Kevin Pillar.
First pitch on its way. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1 home. A swing and a ground ball to third, and that's through for a hit. So their half of the 8th opens with a man aboard.
You don't see too many curveballs that want to start in and stay in. That definitely backed up on the pitcher. He's lucky he only got away with a single.
Into the box, Devin Travis as he grounds one briskly to short. There's one on to first, and they turn the double play.
Up next for the Blue Jays, designated hitter.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Just a tick behind for a strike. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone and foul, though it had the home run distance. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Three balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Takes this the other way to right. Again, a nice clean base hit, his 3rd of the game.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone. Grab your glove and flash some leather.
Here's Justin Smoke now. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. But that'll be off the right field wall. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Stepping in now, Didi Gregorius, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And this misses as well, so it goes to 2-0 now on the Jays shortstop. Now the 2-0. Pulled toward right center field. Sanchez calls for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So they pick up. Digging in to try it again, Kevin Kiermaier. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. Ryan Tepera is on to. Pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. He's set and the pitch. Couldn't wait back, a swing and a miss. The Rays find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all over the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
Nope. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
And it's fouled away. He'll try again, 1-2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike. And there are 2 gone now. Standing in, Corey Dickerson. He singled his last time up from the stretch. And that one just missed outside. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 1-1. Misses, ball 2. 3 runs, 6 hits. 1 error in the ballgame for Tampa Bay. Changeup, called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Rays go in order, 1-2-3. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-2. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Marcell Ozuna, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
2-0 to the Jays left fielder.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work, and there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through.
3-0 to him now. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th. At the plate, Josh Donaldson. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame. He's set. Here it comes. Check swing, called strike, 0-1.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch, you could get super greedy right down the middle.
And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence.
Hunter Pence.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard up the middle. To second for one. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
Now batting.
Into the box, Mike Ullman. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First offering on its way. And a swing and a chance for Longoria at third. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is... Here's Justin Upton now. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Roberto Ozuna comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth. First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball for a strike.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
And another foul ball. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see, he's right up there, 4th in the AL in that category. A ball and no strikes. His career history with Roberto Ozuna, he's only 1 for 10. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Very weakly on the ground. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. And that misses. 1-1. Fouled off. 2-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. Tampa down to their final strike in this one. Fouled away. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yep, just another successful day at the office for these guys. But this one has a little bit of added significance, as that's win number 82 for them on the year, so they're assured of finishing the season with a winning record.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. Toronto used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Brian Cruz earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. Roberto Ozuna hammers down the save, his 44th of the season. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Blue Jays. 5 runs, 16 hits, no errors. They left 13 men on base. For the Rays, 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 58 minutes. Again, we remind you for your next trip to Tropicana Beach that all vehicles with 4 or more passengers receive free parking all season long. Also, a reminder that extra PSTA buses for routes 18, 32, and 74 can be picked up outside the stadium.
doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. It's the penultimate game of the year between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. Cubs baseball starts right now. Kyle Hendricks, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy's having a real solid season up to this point. And I know he'd like to get one more notch in his belt to get to that 200 Ks on the season. He's awfully close, so you'd have to think in the back of his mind he'd like to punch out a few here and get into that 200K club for the year.
And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. First delivery to him on the way. Hit on the ground toward the left. Russell's got it. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. Now a chance to look at the starting nine for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, I love what Matt Carpenter brings to the table for this team. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty D. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row? You've been on some good teams. Not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division.
And he runs out of gas between bases. Michael Wacha, a right-hander from the state of Iowa, gets the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, guys, yesterday's loss was a tough one. A one-run loss. Hopefully they were able to just acclimate themselves to the city, get a chance to hit the streets, maybe regroup a little bit, and show up today ready to go.
Hit out towards second, and Hayward has a base hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. And in the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a strike. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the game, I think. Consistent, well-respected, accurate strike zone.
D-Row, you hit it right there. He makes you bring the ball over the plate. Will give a little bit off the strike zone. I think the one thing that's important that he does, he has the same strike zone in the first inning. You'll see that same strike zone in the ninth.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. Looking at his stats, I was really impressed with the fact that he's hit 4 bombs in his last 10 games. Lately, he's been the guy to watch, and I think he's ready to do some more damage right now.
Anthony Rizzo comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. The second for 1. On to Carpenter. It's a double play, and that ends the inning. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley with no score. The next to bat for St. Louis, Paul DeYoung. He'll start things out against Kyle Hendricks as we get the inning underway. First pitch of the at-bat. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. Looks at a changeup right over the middle. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And I want to focus on dynamic shortstop Addison Russell. This guy has range to his right, to his left, a rocket arm, the ability to come across the bag on the double play and hit any spot in the order and be productive.
Here's Matt Carpenter. He's definitely a long ball threat. Currently 3rd in the National League in that category. Hayward is there, 2 down.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball. And it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
Here's Jed Jerko now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. So here's the cleanup hitter, Chris Bryant. So check out how he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September. Behind 0-2 now. Popped him up. There to take it in is Carpenter for the first out.
The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this match. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
1-1 to Schwarber. Bottom of the second here with no score. Taken high and deep to right. Piscotty racing back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. The next Cub up, Ian Happ. And he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. High in the air out towards shallow right. Piscotty's there for it. And that retires the side. Cubs are down in order. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. It's a great day for baseball here in Chicago as we welcome you back to Baseball on the Show from Wrigley Field. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Jose Martinez. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. So with 1 away, we'll take a look at the standings here, and it'll show you that these guys have already wrapped up the division race as they've set their sights now on the postseason. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. Throw gets him, 2 down. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Michael Wacha. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Nat. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Grounded foul off to the right. A bouncer to the left side. Gloved by Russell. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. One. Here's Addison Russell.
Leading off for the Cubs.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Russell.
Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. A wave and a miss. A tick behind a good fastball.
Two mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called the ball. 1-2.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
He throws him on the fastball there. Addison Russell is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the third. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Popped him up. Lopez might try to make a play on it, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
In now, Taylor Davis. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And now a pitch on the way. Called strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to Carpenter, gets him, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll head to the fourth. Still. And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, unfortunately, being close isn't quite good enough most of the time. Loved the effort in the outfield, and he was close to making that play, but instead it's a double. That's a risky play, though. Could have been a lot worse than a double.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he pops up the bunt attempt. The throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. Stepping into the box, Stephen Piscotty. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Little dribbler down the line, but it gets foul. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat. Just a tick behind for a strike.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage. during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves. If they don't start putting balls in gas, this guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
DeYoung in an 0-2 hole here. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today. So striding in, Matt Carpenter, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard on the ground towards second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Cubs nothing. So striding forward now, Jason Hayward. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. First pitch coming, here it is. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Behind 0-2 now. Hayward, or often just Jay Hay, who was selected in the 1st round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Counts even to Hayward, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Albert Almora will be next. Now a little pop-up off toward the 3rd base side. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the 1st out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. as he'll take a look at a curveball that drops in there on the outer half. It's strike 1. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Albert Almora goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half. Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Rizzo is a highly regarded defender, especially as corner infielders go. Some guys at 1st or 3rd are there because they can hit, but he takes a lot of pride in his defense, and as a result, it's definitely not uncommon for him to make an impact on the game with his glove. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets those back if he continues to miss in those spots.
Waka looks in. Here's the 2-2. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Cubs are down in order. Here's Jed Jerko now. Comes in. into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
That's a great job of holding up right there. You have 2 strikes on you. You're trying to protect the plate. It's difficult to not get super aggressive at the plate.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Hit to short. Russell has it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Now at the plate, Jose Martinez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the first pitch to him. The breaking ball that time in for a strike. And that one just missed outside. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you could say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Martinez, the runner at second with 1 away. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. The 1-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Ready with another 2-2. Looped out towards short, and that'll be the second out. So here now is the pitcher, Michael Walker, and a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Here's Chris Bryant now. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
The windup and the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count. Find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he lays off there 1-0.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
And that's too high, ball 2. 2-0 count. The pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
Waka steps into his windup. Here it comes on 3-2. Liner toward right center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So that'll extend the inning and bring in Addison Russell to bat next.
Matty, that's a surprising pitch right there. I don't understand after blowing the fastball by him, he would speed his bat up at off speed.
Yeah, redemption after being late, right on time with the off-speed pitch next. Addison Russell will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Here it comes on 0-2. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Cubs strand 1. They trail this one 1-0. Digging in and looking for more, Aledmus Diaz. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. First offering on its way. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Pitch on the way. 2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Three balls and a strike to the Cardinals shortstop.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
Line hard toward right center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball in the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
Diaz aboard here at first with nobody out. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out. Ready once again, Stephen Piscotty. 0 for 2 for him to this point. A throw behind the runner at second, and he'll be back in standing up. Good lead off the second there. Now the pitch. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1.
Man, the Redbirds, they've been struggling all game long. They've yet to been able to get that big hit. This is the time for the big hit for the Redbirds.
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward has a read on it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. The relay, but too late, and he's safe at third. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Here's Matt Carpenter. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
0-1, here it comes. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Here's Jed Jerko now. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
That jumps off the page at me. Found that power chord. Hit some huge homers for the Cards.
First pitch on its way. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. That's lined into right center for a base hit and maybe more as it'll scoot all the way out toward the ivy. 2 runs have scored. The runner from first crosses the plate. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Into the box now, Jose Martinez. Popped him up. Rizzo in foul ground. And that'll put an end to the inning as he brings it down on the warning track. So they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. Alex Avila is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1. Comes in with an average of 265. 14 homers and 38 runs batted in. And that one just missed outside. Pitch on its way to Avila. Bounced softly in front of the plate. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Taylor Davis.
So in now for Chicago, Taylor Davis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Soft liner to the right side, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. So stepping in, Jason Hayward. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch of the at-bat. And a changeup right down the middle. And there's ball 1. Waka delivering a 1-1. Line toward right center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
This is their time right here. This starting pitcher has been on point all day. Runs have been at a premium. They have an opportunity to do something special right here.
The fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Hit back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit.
Boy, a big game yesterday from these guys. It takes them a little while to get through on the score column, but finally they get through in the middle part of this game.
Yeah, Dan, yesterday it was a fight to get to the bat rack. Everybody was squaring balls up left and right. Today, not the same. Pitcher's been executing, but they were able to dial it in. Hopefully that's the breakthrough.
The 0-1. Behind a changeup, if you can imagine, for a strike. Stays alive, still 0-2.
little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had.
Oh, and that's off the second base bag. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
Now batting, third baseman.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Chris Bryant. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only one. Well, he needed to get ahead, and he does with the fastball. It's 0-1.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
The 0-2 pitch. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Hayward at third. Almora at second. Rizzo is over at first with 1 away. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Pulled toward right center field. Sierra's on his horse, but he can't get to it, and this might clear the bases. He pulls into third safely as we are tied here after 3-run score on the play.
Man, the pitcher has just got to shake his head. A minute ago, he was enjoying a 3-run lead and feeling pretty good about himself. The next minute, he's in a tie ball game after giving up a bases-clearing triple. This is going to eat at him for a while.
Ian Happ is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Changeup in for a strike. 4 runs here in this half inning. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. The 1-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. We're through 6 full and we are tied 4-4. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. It's on to the 7th inning now, but before the inning gets started, let's fill you in on what you may have missed. It's our game summary to this point. There's Joe Madden up out of the dugout now on his way to home plate, so it looks as though he's going to call for the double switch here. Hector Rondon is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Javier Baez is also into the ball game as he'll hit in the number 8 spot here.
Second base and batting in the 8th spot. Number 9, Javier.
First pitch coming, here it is. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Popped him up. Bryant has room in foul territory, and no one will get this one. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Bryant is camped under this one, and he's got it for the first out.
The pitcher, number 52, Michael Wacha.
Rendell Richard will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
For the pitcher, Wacha. Number 15, Rendell Richard.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. 4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first, 2 gone. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Aledmus Diaz. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0.
When you've got a guy that throws a good 2-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Down in order goes. Adam Wainwright gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh. Here's Addison Russell. His career line against Wainwright, he has 7 hits in 28 tries. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. 1-0 the count. Favorable call in there for a strike.
1-1.
Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Piscotty is there, 1 away.
Second baseman, number 9.
Here's Javier Baez. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. One and 1, here it comes. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The count now at 2-2. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Sierra's under it. And he makes the catch for the second out. At the plate, Taylor Davis. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. Sent on the ground out to second. Jerko fields it cleanly on to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Still all square at 4 apiece. Dave Garvin has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Digging in now, Magneuris Sierra. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. Hit out towards second. There's Baez, and he'll turn and try the jump throw to first. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. But hold on here now. He jumped out of that dugout in a hurry. He might ask for that out call to be reviewed.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. It's going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Cardinals are challenging.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat that throw. This challenge might work out for him.
The decision appears to have been made as the headset comes off, and the runner is safe. So the call is overturned. The runner will stay at first base, and they maintain the right to challenge further plays going forward.
And the batter moves safe.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. There's a strike. Working for the punch out and the offering. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Right-hander starts to loosen out from the bullpen now. Lifted into center field.
Waiting on it is Almora.
Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Paul DeYoung, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First offering on its way. Turned on down the line. And this will get by him at third down the line. It's a fair ball. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Into the box now, Jed Jerko, fresh off a bases clearing double his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. On the ground to third. Bryant is up with it. There's one. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the... Now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Jason Hayward looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Brett Cecil is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Popped him up. Diaz over to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Center fielder, number 5, Albert.
Settling in now, Albert Almora. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Cecil has pitched north of 700 innings in the majors. And over those innings, he's worked to a whip of just a little over 1.3, so he's a reliable arm in terms of limiting traffic on the base paths. On the ground up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit. Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation, and he doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
Behind 0-2 now. Ready with the 0-2. This is skied into short left center. Martinez on the move. He makes the running play. 2 down. Here's Chris Bryant now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA. And what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Behind 0-2 now. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Wastes a pitch on the knuckle curve there. 1-2.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
1 left for the Cubs. This game's all tied at 4. Jonathan Groniga will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field, number 7, Jonathan
Riding in, Jose Martinez. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Forkball close, but it's 2-1. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball three.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hayward giving chase. One down. Into the box now, Rafi Lopez. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. The 1-0 home is in there for strike one. The 1-1 home. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The pitcher, number 20, Brett Cecil.
Tommy Pham will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 28, Tommy Pham.
Liner towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Lyons enters to do the pitching, and best case scenario for him is to push this one into extra innings. Stepping up now, Kyle Schwarber. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the ninth. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
He's going to step out of the box, adjust his batting gloves, and pray he gets the exact same pitch as that one. Because if it comes again, we like to refer to that one in the biz as a cement mixer.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Oh, and that nearly sent us home and sent this crowd into hysterics, but it'll wind up a foul ball. 0-2 once more. Heading out toward shallow right. Piscotty's there for it. One away. Wilson Contreras. Grab a back to pinch hit here, and you wonder if he'll be swinging for the downs, trying to walk off with a victory. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pham is in pursuit, and he makes the catch for the second out. Here's Addison Russell, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Into the corner and slicing foul. Russell behind 0-2. Now another 0-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. Cubs are down in order. Still all square at 4 apiece. Robbie Ross takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Number 32.
And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. Past experience with Robbie Ross. He's hitless in 6 tries. He's set and the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Set to deliver the 0-1. Missed with a breaking ball. Up around the face. Hard hit ball to second. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw to first gets him. 1 out here to lead off the 10th.
Now batting, the pitcher, Tyler Lyons.
Colton Wong will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. He'll start this one at 269. 8 home runs, 27 driven in. Now the 1-0. Fly ball out toward right field. Hayward has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Ready now, Stephen Piscotty, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike 1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Back up the middle. And that's in for a base hit. Finally, make him 1 for 5 now. Success on a 3-1 count to keep the inning alive here.
Dan, I know you fight as an offensive player to get in a 3-1 count. What's the tension level on the mound throwing this guy a 3-1 lead?
That's one of the things you don't want to do. You have a game plan when you go into this, and the game plan normally is get ahead with strike 1 and make hitters expand the zone. 3-1, not a good time to throw a fastball.
There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Look out, 2-0 now. And that misses as well. 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this. Matt Bowman comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning. Here's Javier Baez. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Called strike at the letters, 0-1.
Hey, I don't blame him right there. Giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
Now a reach, and he takes a tumble here, but hangs on for the first out. Digging in, Taylor Davis. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Sends that one out of play for strike one. 1 out, nobody on. Popped up, Carpenter in foul ground, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Jason Hayward. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he takes ball 1. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. The 1-1. Popped him up. DeYoung is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more baseball ahead. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. This game's all tied at 4. Pedro Strop takes the mound to start the 11th inning.
Number 46.
Here's Matt Carpenter. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Belted high and deep into right center. Groniga going back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, pitcher.
Breivik Valera will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 41. Breivik Valera.
Bouncer up the middle. Played on the backhand. And there's out number 2. At the plate, Jose Martinez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Dexter Fowler will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Hit out towards second. Baez has it. Throw gets him there from short right field. A nice play, and that one ends the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. It's getting late. 1 run can win it as we move to the bottom of the 11th. And we are tied 4-4. Dexter Fowler will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field, number 25, Dexter Fowler.
Zach takes over now to start the home 11th, and he's looking to get this one to the visiting 12th. Now at the plate, Jonathan Groniga. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Jonathan Groniga.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a strike. A shot down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
The batter, third baseman.
The Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Chris Bryant, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least 1 more. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. 11 innings, can't decide it. On to the 12th. Now at the plate, Rafi Lopez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
The catcher, number 5, Rafi Lopez.
From the stretch. Now a swing and a ground ball. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now that's popped up. Russell over to his left. Makes the play. 1 away. Coming to the plate now, Tommy Pham. First offering on its way. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Hayward coming on. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded.
And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D-Ware, with the runner in scoring position. And Zach Fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Ware?
Yeah, right here you are looking for any
tag, not in time. And deep into extra innings, they have taken the lead. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Mike Montgomery enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
Number 38, Mike Montgomery. Now playing first base and batting in the 6th spot. Number 30, Cameron.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up 1 run in this inning.
Counts even at 2-2 to Wong. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Hayward. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. His head-to-head history with Montgomery. He's got 8 hits in 27 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And this one's in the dirt. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Hayward. Still going back. Into the bleachers and gone. A 2-run job by Stephen Piscotty. Number 17 for him on the season, and it's now 7-4.
Everybody has heard of a hitter punishing a curve or a slider that just hangs. Well, this was a cutter. It just hangs right there out over the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it. Can't leave a pitch like that to a professional hitter. Well, you can, but that's what you get.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. And then after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and a win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
2-0.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
And there's a swing and a miss. 2-1 now. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. Bounce to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits, with one of them being the big home run. And now we'll see if what's left of this crowd can rally their troops. Bottom of the 12th inning coming up. It's the Cardinals 7 and the Cubs 4. Now batting, Kyle Schwarber. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Sunhwan-Oh is on now, hoping to finally wrap things up in the bottom of the 12th. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Oh, a tough pitch to lay off that time, but he got away with it. 1-2. And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
A ball and no strikes.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
A ball and a strike now.
Yeah.
1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Up next for the Cubs,
stepping up to the plate, Addison Russell. He went down on strikes last time up. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much.
And a swing and a miss, as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
Man, that was definitely a hard-earned victory, but that's what's going to make it even more satisfying. They take it in 12 innings on the road, and it's all smiles now.
7-4 the final finish today. Zach Duke wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Sun Hwan-Oh closes the door for the save, number 36 on the season. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Our final lights for this afternoon. First, for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 7 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Cubs, 4 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 57 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.